This is why Kyle Busch will sign with Richard Childress Racing for the 2023 NASCAR season. So recently there's been a lot more buzz surrounding Richard Childress Racing and Kyle Busch, and the Kyle Busch rumors have been going around. Probably the biggest story this season has been, where is Kyle Busch going to end up? And it seems like Joe Gibbs is completely out of the picture at this point. So Richard Childress just had this interview with NASCAR. If you want to go watch it, go ahead. But what he said was on the potential of Kyle Busch joining Richard Childress Racing in the next season. He said, not really. You know, Kyle's a great race driver. He and I have talked. We put all of our differences behind us a while back. And he's a great race driver. And he'll land him a good ride somewhere for sure. But then he ends by saying, you said that, I didn't. Now you may very well be thinking, oh, he's just blowing smoke up his chute hole, but I'm going to tell you why this makes sense and why I think it will happen. We all know how the Tyler Reddick drama went down with RCR, with how Tyler Reddick, and that news got revealed that he was leaving Richard Childress Racing for 23XI, 2311 with Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. How that all went down, it was a complete mess. Richard Childress was not happy. We'll leave it at that. We all know that. We all know how that went down. So Richard Childress is not happy. Now, this would be a perfect way to get back at Tyler Reddick. I'm just saying, if you bring in Kyle Busch on the Chevy team, even after Richard Childress and Kyle Busch's rough past, we all know their past, we don't need to bring that incident up or anything, but they say they've moved on from it. Or that's what Richard Childress said. So if we're taking his word for it there, then we gotta say, I mean, we gotta look at this seriously. Like this could happen. And with the way things have been going this season too, this is another reason. Things have been insane. Like with Kevin Harvick's sudden burst, there's so many things. Like with, again, Tyler Reddick and that incident, leaving RCR for 2311. Austin Dillon just won a Daytona. That race was a complete train wreck. That's a whole other story. And with how many first-time winners there have been this season, there's so many things that have just been ridiculous that has happened this season that I think this is going to happen just from the way things have been trending this season. And it's been insane. And obviously it makes more sense now that, you know, Richard Childress is losing Tyler Reddick. And again, what better way would that be to get some payback and bring in Kyle Busch, one of the most prestigious racers, if not the most prestigious racer in NASCAR right now, the only guy who has more than one championship. Would Kyle Busch have the equipment that he did with Joe Gibbs Racing? No, probably not. I mean, definitely not. I mean, Joe Gibbs is, you know, top tier, and Richard Childress is not quite there. But you better believe that Kyle Busch, I believe he still has the talent to make up for that. And I believe he is a man on a mission, and so is Richard Childress right now. And if they can both come together on those terms, I think they could really make some noise next season, and who knows, maybe be a legit contender and compete for a cup. And that would just be the greatest story. I'm rooting for him, honestly. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for this to happen. I want Kyle Busch to go to Richard Childress Racing. I want this to happen, and I believe it's going to happen. I feel like it's picking up more traction for a reason. It's been put out there now, and I think it's going to happen. I do. But I was thinking about this for a month ago, like going through the teams, you know, like Colleague, Stuart Haas, that seems to be out of the picture now that Eric Almirola, I mean, just signed a multi-year deal now, so that's another crazy thing that's happened this season. Like, what? You went from retiring to maybe playing another season, and now he's racing another, 3-4 seasons? Like, he has a multi-year deal now, so that another thing that's been crazy. But that was the reason why I really was doubting the possibility of Kyle Busch joining RCR at first, because I'm like, nah, that's crazy. But that's literally been this season. This season has been the craziest season in recent memory. Like, everything has just not made sense. It's been completely just silly, ridiculous this season. So that's literally why I think it's going to happen. That just seems to be the trend this year. I don't know. It's weird. But alright, that's what I had for that one. Leave a comment. Where do you think Kyle Busch will go? And what do you think RCR will do? Like, is this realistic? Will it happen? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like if you enjoy this and subscribe to stick around. I'd really appreciate that support, and see you in the next one.